We are back with the Queen 86 with Worldwide Shootings Part 2. We are taking all opinions, statements. We are the voices that are not heard. Tonight, I have podcast host Steffen. You guys, please go like and follow his channel. And we are about to let Stefan in from the back room so we can hear him. Stefan, you are ready to go.
Okay, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I really wasn't ready for a part two, but hey, that's what comes out your shit is, just be ready for the unknown shit. Okay, so War Ride Shootings Part Two, apparently. um, I know this is a tough topic for some people. Do I care?
No, yeah. Oh,
Yeah and no, but hey, if you don't want to listen, don't watch. If you want to listen and base your opinion, go ahead and tune in. Watch by all any means. Um, Now these worldwide shootings, I only know about the ones that have been brought to my attention and only the ones that I've heard about. I don't know about any other ones besides the ones that I know of. So that's why I wish Tavia was kind of here.
I did send her the link, so that's what we waiting on. She said she was looking for a little break for a minute, so I know she got to take care of the baby real quick. So I just give her a moment. Just give her a moment.
Oh no, she good. She good.
So I mean, we can just talk about something random. I mean, if y'all want to. I mean, basically, what we was talking about was our thoughts about it. Anyway, I mean, my thoughts on it is, I mean, as far as worried about how people feel about us doing this video, I mean, in a way, I'm really not worried about people's feelings during this video. Is because some of us have so many strong opinions on how we feel about this situation, but we haven't been able to voice how we feel. And the reason why we can't voice how we feel is because, I mean, we have no voice. There's nobody that can speak for the Black community in general on how we feel. There's nobody that, is standing up for what's right. I mean, common sense, but like they say, common sense is not common. But common sense will tell you there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do something. But most people are not worried about what's right. So, I mean, nowadays you got to walk down the street and you got to make sure that, you are safe. Because I mean, I didn't heard about a child that turned 18. I think she had turned 18 and was leaving her birthday party or something like that, coming down the street with a friend or something, and they get shot. She gets shot in the face. So I mean, these are like senseless. These are things that people need to think about before they actually act on. I'm gonna continue to say, yeah, some of the gun laws, yeah, they opened up a door for this shit. I mean, if you want to take it to where this came from, when they changed some things, they opened up a door for people to do this. So some type of way, I'm not gonna call no names, but the individual that signed that documentation stating, okay, let's open it up. This is your fault. You do you sleep well at night? Now all these mass shootings that heard happen. Now you guys are actually trying to revise or revised it, and now y'all are making it a little more stricter. But what about before this happened? You didn't think about it then. So I mean, I really don't know how to feel about it, but I really don't. I can't really spare nobody feelings on this conversation tonight because I mean, my feelings are my feelings. Everybody have feelings. I mean, we all going through this. This is something that we have been dealing with now. I know this world has been looking a little rocky for the last 3 years. Like rocky. Like, don't get me wrong, we done went through some things and we done seen some things, but these right here are some things that we just ain't seen. There's a shortage on water. Everybody knew that it was coming to that point. But the people that make the laws is the reason why shit is going the way that they're going. From the shootings to everything else. So somebody else got to take accountability and somebody need to speak for us. This show is, I'm going to change the name of this show to We Don't Have a Voice. The name of this show is going to be called We Don't Have a Voice. That's what it's going to be called. Because we speak and we speak in general. We give our opinion on things. We talk about how we feel about things. And yeah, I'm going to change the name of this show. This show is going to be We Don't Have a Voice. And that's because who speak for us? Can any one of us go to the White House and say, look, this is what's going on? Can we go to somebody that's actually, caring? I mean, people just trying to get in the office just to get in the office. They just want to be there.
Like the thing is, yeah, we can go up to the White House and up to the city hall and things like that, but the thing is, they have to actually hear us. We actually have to make them hear us. But if they don't hear us or we don't actually can make them hear us, yeah, they're just gonna sit there and just okay. We said what we had to say, but to them, okay.
It's in one ear and out the other. We don't have a voice. Yeah, we can go and we can stand up, we can protest, we can do everything we want to do. But if they done already made up their mind and they already got their decision laid out on the table, ain't nothing gonna change, and they ain't gonna even try to review it. Ain't nothing being revised in this world. They going off how they think it should go, not how people feeling, not how people need to be able to make their own decisions, not how we all are different, not none of they not looking at nothing but one thing, and that's they ass in the top seat, knowing that they can say, I got the power. I'm sorry I said that, didn't it? Y'all go ahead.
Well, hey Tavia, how you doing? Nice for you to join us. You know. Hello.
Oh, you got jokey jokes.
No, he was actually just wishing you was here because he was like, it's only a couple of the mass shootings that he, you know of because they was
Yeah.
actually kind of like brought to his attention. So therefore, he was saying he was wishing that you was here, so therefore you can actually throw some more things out at him.
Oh,
So a little education. You know what I'm saying? Let us know some of the things that's going on in the world that we don't know because hey, some of us sit back and we ain't trying to see it.
yeah, I understand. It was all jokes and fun, still fun. We're still friends. We still friends. um, yes, I am here. I had to get a brief intermission. Had to go pick some folks up. Get out of my change pouch. My money? Yes, my money. But yeah, I don't know. What's the question? I got answers. Just what's the questions?
Well, we're still talking about the
The
mass
shooting.
shootings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
because I
saying like,
wasn't
was there
ready
a
for.
question
Yeah,
on
I
the
wasn't ready
line
for
or?
a part two. I wasn't ready for a part two, so that's why I was hoping that you was gonna be here, which you are now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just know a lot about like the deaths that kind of don't get talked about because I stay on social media all the time. I'm always looking for more knowledge because I mean, even though they are in books, there's only so much you can find in the book that's up to date because with the way the world is, technology is taking over and people are getting killed for trying to put out that information via books or magazines or anything like that. But that's another topic for another day. Um, but yeah, the school shooting that did happen with those kids is very sad and it does make me nervous, bless you. Because I have younger brothers, I have a baby myself, I have little cousins, I have, family, and it's scary. Like with the little black boy at Arlington, not Arlington, what school was that? It's somewhere out there. I think it
Uh,
was.
the one Candace was just talking about. You talking about
Yeah,
Timberview? The
yeah.
shooting at
Is that in
Timberview.
Arlington? Is that in Arlington? I didn't even know where that school was.
It was in Mansfield.
Mansfield. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that one. My brother was at Arlington High School at the time of the shooting. I was like, oh my god. And everybody was saying it was at Arlington. That's why I brought up Arlington first. And I was like, okay, well, I know he's not going to answer in class because he's a good kid. He's graduated very well and with honors and stuff. But I was worried. I called my dad and I was like, "Can you? Is Rodney okay? Is what's going on? And he actually had to tell me it's not his school. So we know how important this stuff is, and we know, you know, it could be us at any moment. And I think that's kind of what you were saying, about Stefan, about people don't say the outrage long enough. It just feels like no one cares until it happens to you.
Yeah.
But I mean, even though it feels like that, we have to remember that's not the truth. People are always fighting in the
But
background.
I mean, it may not be the truth, but I mean, at the end of the day, when you look at the situation, I mean, it doesn't look like it matters to nobody unless it happened to them.
But
Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's all in going out to find that information. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But because even with that young guy, like you said, like Candace said, they didn't know that he was bullied. His family had to tell people. So it's like if you don't go out to find the
And then the thing
facts,
about it is that you bullied him because of what he wore nice things.
it don't matter.
They
It
bullied
don't
him
even
because
matter.
he wore nice things, but the thing of it is that his parents and his family, and he had to have everyone in his family pretty much back him up because the media was about to paint him
And that's
as
what I'm
a
trying to
thug and
say.
as
It
someone
don't
who was
really.
negative, who need to be treated with harshness. When the white boy who just did a shooting gets gradually just walked out and everything,
But that's what I'm trying to
but he
say.
was bullied based off of there was reasons behind his trauma, and there was no one who died behind it, luckily,
I
because
get
if
that.
someone did, then of course they would be trying to throw the chair, the media would push
I get that because
everything.
I did hear about the media trying to point him out to be a bad individual.
Yeah,
I did
because
get that.
and he like was they just a was just kid that was telling
Mm-hmm.
blessed. He was a smart kid that was just blessed, and he got teased and bullied for that fact, just because his parents gave him a better life.
Gave him a better life. Wow. Wow.
Trying to say that's why that proves my whole point of, and I have a story for that too. I have real life facts because it happened to my family. That's why I say I don't particularly watch the news. You do have to go do your research and not just close yourself off. Or, I mean, ignorance is not bliss at the end of the day. Because a couple of years back, y'all probably remember this story about the guy who kidnapped the two kids in the Wiggle Bagel or the RV and then killed himself on the freeway. It was a couple years back. That was my cousin. That was on the Dallas news. And they made him out to be like he was a bad person. Facts is he did not kidnap those kids. The girl he was with the girlfriend. She was actually going up to his jobs, every job he ever had. Well, when they not ever had, but in their relationship, she would go up there causing problems and start fights with him to where he would get fired. So at this exact day, she went up there with them kids and caused a problem. Now he wasn't even living in the house with her. He lived in that RV because of all these problems that they were having. And she made him take them kids, even though she saw him driving away from her. And at that point, he was already at his break. He pulled over on that freeway or wherever the cops stopped him because she lied and said he kidnapped him. That's wasn't the truth. And once he let them kids out, he killed himself because of her. But the media point made it seem like he kidnapped them kids, drove away, did a high speed chase, threw them kids out, and then shot himself. That's not what happened. He never abused her.
No,
But
but
that's
they
what I'm
didn't want to
saying.
paint the truth of the story and the facts of the story.
But that's
It
exactly what
didn't.
I'm trying to
It
say.
wasn't
If you
juicy
don't
enough
go
for
look
them to
out for
report
that
it that way.
information, the media will paint you to be whatever they want, and people will believe it because they don't know you and know your story. So that's why that young boy has that. It's the same thing. They don't know him. They don't know his story. You just see what you saw on the news or what you heard. But if you don't go looking for the facts, you won't get them. Just like if you don't go looking for the truth in whatever situation or whatever happened, whatever shooting, whatever event, if you don't like, if I plan a party and I just tell you what day, you got to go look for the time and look for the location, right? Or ask me, hey, what's the location and time? It's the same thing. If not, you just gonna assume show up, don't go, or don't show up, or was an invite out of whatever. You're going to make assumptions, and you're going to stick to your assumptions if you don't go ask. That's why the teachers always told you there's never a stupid question. Just ask. You have to go look for the truth sometimes because, especially when it comes to us, they're not going to give it to you all the time. They're going to paint you to be whatever they want because they can. And if you don't have like his family, if you don't have somebody really pushing out your truth, it'll never come out. That's exactly
And
what I'm.
because they
That
pushed
proves
his
that point.
truth, he no longer is in the media.
Yeah. Once they told, hey, this boy was getting bullied, there was teachers who said yes, he was. They stopped trying to paint him out to be the thug who just went up to school shooting for no reason. No, you have to go find the information. You have to get the truth on your own because they don't care. That's why you have so many families who have their missing kids. They have to go get private investigators and other things because if you don't go do it, they're not gonna care. You're just another number. You're gonna fall. Be careful. They're just a number. We are cattle at the end of the day. And y'all were talking about the government, how we can our voices are heard. They don't care about our voice. You have to remember this system was not created for us. It was created against us. We can vote, we can go speak until we turn blue. They don't care.
Right, that's what we were saying. That I
But the
mean, basically not we. That's what I was saying. The point that I was making was no matter what we do as people, yes, it wasn't made for us. It's never gonna be made for us. So what I was saying was, why look for a change in something that ain't never been for us? So yeah,
that's
I
the
said
problem.
so
That's
that's
the
why
problem.
so
People are
that is the
looking for a
reason.
change.
Right, but the thing about it is that this should be getting old. Like, when is the cycle gonna end? What generation
When we
is it
separate
gonna
ourselves,
end? And
when we
that's why I said,
separate ourselves.
that's the reason why I said, who is gonna speak for us? I mean, anybody out there understand what the black community is going through? That's what I said.
I mean, truth be
Now,
told, we
no,
don't.
now,
But
honestly, going through. Honestly, do they care? I mean, just common sense. No, they don't. Because if they did, some of this shit wouldn't still be going on. I mean, it's laid out in our face. I mean, but it's just a question on, have anybody ever thought about it? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we know they don't care. But I'm just like, if you don't care, why can't you, is it anybody out there that can show that they may have a little bit of care? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you've seen that in history. I mean, that's what I'm trying
So,
to
I
tell. Like,
mean,
yeah, there's people who have tried to be the voice, and there's always a price. Either you get killed or you get used. So,
I understand that, but I
it's
mean,
not
and that's just how it is. But I'm saying, when is the cycle going to end?
when we separate. If well, the thing is, if that's why people say invest in black business, invest in black business. I think if
When we invest in ourselves and trust in ourselves and our work,
Right. The thing
and
about
stop
it is
depending on
that
them, we're depending on them.
you do supposed to invest in yourself, but what people don't understand in this society, that is the reason why I feel like the black culture is actually falling apart, because it's more individuals out there willing to support the other race. Like, we supporting them, but we not supporting us. But then we sitting here and we complain how they doing us. The hell? So you telling me that it's a problem trying to support someone else? It's a problem trying to help someone else become something else?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I say that every time we try to separate and do it on our own and supporting ourselves, it gets torn down because the black dollar is the highest value dollar.
Right, but even with that being said, if we actually keep the support going, then things would actually be different for generations.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's not necessarily that we're not trying or it's not trying to be done or not being done, because there's actually a whole black town in the process of being built right now, or if it's not already built. I can't remember whichever one it is, but the fact is, it's not us. You have that group of people who don't want you to be better. That's why they purposely place these people, these non-skin folk peoples, into the group to where you can't succeed. If you keep that slave mentality that we need them to be alive and to keep us going, that's all they need. That's why they
Right, but but
desegregated
no, no,
school.
no, no,
That's why they
no,
did all of
no,
this.
no,
This is
no.
all. This isn't. This is all planned out meticulously
I think
before it
you
even
no, no,
happens.
no. I'm not saying that we need them. I'm saying
No,
that
we.
we need
I
to
know what you're
support.
saying, but I'm saying if
I'm
we keep
saying
that mind
basically
frame
what
in
I'm
our
saying
heads as
is,
a people,
this is what I'm saying. The black community need to support the black community. The black community need to stop killing the black community. Basically what I'm saying is, black people need to start helping each other instead of just not caring. That's all I'm saying. I don't care who it is. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of black people in some positions to where they make an influence another party to try to help do something. You can't tell me that these black judges ain't mingling with some of these white judges. You can't tell me some of these white judges ain't got no other people in high places. You can't tell me that it ain't possible.
See, it's possible, but then you
It's
also got
just
to
people ain't willing to try. People
no,
ain't willing to put
because
in the work. People
it's
ain't
not
willing.
that.
What is it?
It's that okay. You got to think about it. Once an officer, a black man, steps his shoes into a uniform, a blue uniform, he's no longer one of us. Now, let me tell you why. It's because once he try to step out of line and try to defend us, they're gonna tell him, "Remember whose side you're on." They're gonna tell him, "Remember whose side you're on," and then that's gonna make him think, "Well, damn, who am I fighting for?"
And that goes back to knowing right from wrong.
So, with that being said, it's like
That white people just
once you
don't know
step
right
in
from
their
right.
shoes, they will reprogram you to only think of their way, and you're on our side now because you are in our shoes. You done stepped on our side. You done stepped over this fence. You wanted to be a part of this. Now you have to do it. Instead, they don't have that same mindset as they went in. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm gonna do this because of this, not because of this and this. Their whole mindset changes as soon as they step on that other side. It's
I'm,
because they reprogram you to.
I mean, my thing is, I can understand that, all of that is, things that are in play and things that happen, but I just can't sit down and believe that, you know, nobody can do anything. I think that is somebody out there that actually knows right from wrong, and them motherfuckers white. I just don't feel like white people know right from wrong. Right from wrong. That's just me. Because of look at how this is operating.
They
And
do. They just know they can get away with the
none of
wrong
this
shit.
shit is operating right. But I mean, hey, I mean that's just me. We have been in this live 26 minutes and 14 seconds. I know you guys was not ready for a part two. So therefore, if you guys want to end this in about 4 minutes, we can do that. I don't know if you guys want to talk about something else. We'll talk about that later. But you got 4 minutes. Actually, three. So the floor is still yours, Stefan. You can go ahead and promote your things if you want to, and then I'll end the broadcast.
Okay. Well, we have 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, say less. I would like for everybody to say, thanks for tuning in. To We Don't Have a Voice, and also Come Talk Your Shit podcast. It's always been great to get other people's inputs and minds on things and like that. You know, there's no right and wrong answer to your opinion. Never, unless it's a stupid one. I'm sorry, point blank period. And I'm gonna tell you if it's stupid. That's just me. But yeah, no, you can find my podcast on Spotify, Breaker, Public Radio, iTunes. Um, I'm trying to get it on Pandora. It's a lot. I can't remember all, but yeah, it's on all platforms except for Pandora right now. That's. uh, but yeah, that is all that I have to say.
Alrighty, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out and chilling with us tonight. We had a great topic tonight. It was a lot of great opinions. We did come together on this, guys. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like any other content in this video. All right, guys. We had Stefan from Come Talk Yo Shit podcast. Yo is spelled Y-O and shit is spelled with a Y. All right, guys. Y'all have a great one. Holla at your girl. See you next time.